don't want your teenagers always to be on the phone. You want them to have a social circle. You want them to have some fun way of communicating and interacting with their friends, with the neighborhood. So I think this lamp could be that.
Welcome to Could Be Genius, where half-baked ideas get to shine.
We're not here to make it perfect, just to see how far it goes. Then it's your problem.
Could be genius.
All right. Welcome to another episode of...
You all know it.
I don't think people know it yet. I think it's good that...
3, 2, 1. Welcome to another episode of Could Be Genius.
Yeah, today it looks a little bit cozy in here, huh?
It is. And it's nicely warm.
And I have a feeling there's a reason behind all this setup, but let's find out. I will get right into it because I know you're very anxious to hear about this one.
I am, actually.
Yeah. So what we need to do, we need to enter a time machine first, and we need to go a little bit back in time.
The idea is to build a time machine?
No, that's not the idea. The idea is, let's pretend we're in a time machine. We're going back to the 80s. That's a good decade to go back to. In the 80s, there was a time before mobile phones and things like that. And I can also relate to this.
You were alive already?
Yes, I was alive. But let's not go there. But in the 80s, for example, there was a time when, you lived in your neighborhood, you were a kid, or teenager, whatever, doesn't matter, and you used to walk around the neighborhood, and you knew where all your friends lived. Your friends lived in the neighborhood, and then you saw Ralph, his lights were on in his bedroom or in the house generally. You're like, oh, Ralph is home. I'm on my bike, I'm riding through the neighborhood, let me go, knock on his door, maybe he wants to hang out.
Ralph
Right.
was like your best friend when you were a kid?
Yes, it's actually true.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I never talked to you about Ralph.
You think he will listen to the episode?
Wow. I haven't talked to him in a long time, so maybe, I don't know.
Maybe it's
Anyway,
time. Okay.
I don't want to get emotional, so...
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let's focus on the topic. So you knock on your friend's door and say, hey, we want to ride around the neighborhood, let's go, blah, blah, let's go, and then maybe you pick up some more friends along the way, or some kids hang out in the front yard, yeah, let's go, and the next thing you know, you're hanging out, it's summertime, you're chilling with your friends. It was very, spontaneous, it was cool, not much planned, not much, effort into it, you just move on with your life and you do things like that. So the idea was, how can this translate to today? How would something like this work, and how would it work in a more sophisticated way, let's say? So I thought of a lamp, so...
Wait, can I quickly ask a question?
Yes.
You have kids, right?
Yes.
How does it work then today? Like they still spontaneously ride their bike to their friend's house, or like how do you see it now?
Yeah, it depends where your friend. If the friend lives in the building, then they run upstairs, they knock on the door, but they don't know if they're home or not. It's like kind of hit and miss, Oh, I'll just run up there, I'll knock on the door. If he's home, if she's home, let's go play football outside or something like that. But I think kids do this still a lot, especially when the kids don't have the mobile phones. You talk about teenagers, they have mobile phones already. So they are obviously texting, WhatsApping, Instagramming their friends, sitting in the room for 5 hours on social media or whatever they're doing. No one knows.
Things,
Yeah, so anyways, the lamp, it could be in the kids' room, it could be in your room, it could be in your mom's room. And
let's not go
I don't
there.
I don't know where I'm going with that one, but it could be in anyone's room. And it's a lamp, let's say, or it doesn't have to be a lamp, but it could be a lamp, it could be something like this. and you're sitting at home, you're bored, and you say, oh, maybe let me turn on this lamp. And by doing so, when you turn on your lamp, your friends or your circle of friends will also have a similar lamp or part of this chain of lamps that exist.
And it also turns on.
It also turns on, or it signals that we can turn on his lamp. He wants to hang out, or he's bored. He wants to connect somehow, whatever that connection could be. Maybe there's some indicators that says, "Oh, let's go for a walk," or "Let's blah blah blah." Let's. I mean, it could also trigger, hey, come over for a movie or something. I don't know. It depends. I mean, you can kind of customize it based on maybe what you're interested in, on what your hobbies are, what you want to do with your
Yeah,
friends.
but how all right, so it's weekend, it's a Saturday, I don't have anything to do. Please be careful with my lamp. I don't have anything to do, I'm bored.
Right?
And I have one of those special lamps.
Yes.
So I'm like, well, okay, I'm gonna turn my lamp on. I turn on the lamp, right?
Mm-hmm.
You also have such a lamp.
Yes.
So your lamp at your house then turns on too, or gives the signal that I turned on my lamp as well.
Mm-hmm.
What if there's like 5 other people in our friends, from our friends,
Mm-hmm.
who also have the lamp? They all turn on then?
They
If I
all
turn
have an
mine
indicator that, so there's a group, you have a social group. Let's say in your social group are 5 people, 10 people, whatever. So then maybe there's something on your, like a small screen or something on your lamp that shows, oh, we can turn on his lamp. Or Jim turned on his lamp. Or
Ralph.
Mike turned on his lamp. Or Susie turned on her lamp. And like, oh, look, Susie turned on her lamp. Cool. What is she up to?
Netflix and chill.
Anyone want to come over and party? Oh, sweet. Yeah, let's go party. She lives down the street. Maybe the other guys will come, the other group. Yeah.
All right.
So we're not using the whole, sorry, you will get your turn. The whole idea is, and while we're doing all this, have you noticed one thing?
The lamp is on.
The lamp is on. What else have you noticed?
That I have a lot of questions.
Okay. What I want to bring to this conversation, because I think it's really, really important, no one uses their phone at this point yet.
That was my point. What's the difference? Because in the end, you're talking about the display in the lamp that basically says Susie wants you to come over to her house and watch a movie.
Right.
What's the difference with it being on the phone if it's also a digital screen in the lamp?
All right. Good question. First of all, thank you for bringing this question.
Welcome. Happens sometimes.
Like, I mean, of course, everything has some interaction, some screen. I mean, you drive a car, you look at the temperature outside, you look at the time, you have a clock, you have your little display, but you're still driving, you're looking on the road, you're not on your phone. So I think that's a distinguisher here. You're not picking up your phone, because sometimes what happens when you're on the phone? You go on the social media, then you go on your news, and then you go check your emails, and then YouTube, this and that. Next thing you know, an hour you went through like 20 different apps, and you like get sucked into your phone. Here you're not getting sucked into anything. So I think that is the main idea was for me, it's important that we disconnect when it comes to social activities, when it comes to communication. How can we disconnect from our phones, right? So that was the main trigger for this. And I think this would work well with teenagers too, because you don't want your teenagers always to be on the phone. You want them to have a social circle. You want them to have some fun way of communicating and interacting with their friends, with the neighborhood. So I think this lamp could be that.
Would it only work when you have this lamp at home? Because, for example, let's say I'm at work and I don't have any plans for the evening. And if I want to make some plans, what I would usually do is, during lunch break or whatever, shoot a message to someone to do something in the evening. If I want to use the lamp, that will mean that I first have to go home, turn on my lamp, and only then I can start making plans.
That's a good question, actually. Again,
Should it be portable?
Wouldn't it be cool if you had this lamp at work? Like you just bring it to your
Yeah,
work
I don't
desk, you
know.
set it up, and people are like, "What the fuck are you
Maybe
doing?"
it can be battery powered. It's a bit smaller. You can take it in your backpack. You put it on your
Yeah, that
thing.
would be
I don't know.
cool. Cause then, all right. So let's pretend I'm at work.
Mm.
Send my email and like, oh god, okay, it's 2 o'clock. I'm done for the day.
Send 3 emails.
And then you still work a little bit because you want to see what's going on out there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this could be like with your coworkers too. You can have a coworker lamp where like the people in the office building or your friends that live, work in another office building. Oh yeah, man, like let's call it a day. Let's go.
Or to go for a coffee.
Go for coffee. The coffee lamp.
The coffee lamp.
The beer lamp.
But it can be the same lamp, no?
Yeah, could be the same lamp. So that's the main idea. And as far as I know, I don't think anything like this exists yet.
You
And-
Googled it?
I've done research. Let's put it that way.
Alright.
Google sounds very amateur.
Okay, if you say so.
Google everything. I did a little deeper research.
ChatGPT.
Call it what you want.
Okay, so the main goal of this lamp is that people don't have to use their phones anymore to hang out or to do something, right?
Right. I mean, I don't want to be nothing. It shouldn't be extreme. I mean, of course, you're still going to use your phone. Maybe you'll something. The main idea is the first thing you'll reach to when you're in a certain situation. You want to hang out. You're bored. Will not to reach to your phone. You do a simple thing. Turn the light on. And this could also, now I'm thinking a little bit further now. This could be also a message to the world, make the world a little bit brighter.
Right.
with one
lamp at a time.
Yeah, with one light switch.
What I was gonna still say, I think the idea is pretty nice because I think it's for sure nowadays
Pretty nice.
when you wanna make plans, you always use your phone. And like that's just how it works nowadays.
Yeah.
So I think it's nice to step away from that. But the only concern that I have, or one of the main concerns that I have, is that let's say I put on the lamp and I want to watch a movie. So somehow on the lamp it's possible for you to see that I want to watch a movie, maybe even the time and at my house or in the cinema, whatever. But then if you want to further discuss details, that doesn't work via the lamp, right?
It has.
Wait, which movie are we watching? Where should we meet? Should we meet there inside already?
But that's
should
the
we
whole
meet outside?
point. Nowadays, everything is 100 questions. Where we mean, that's the fun of it. That's the mystery of it. I think it should be very simple. Maybe there's some fun icons. There's a movie icon. There's a whatever get coffee icon. It needs to be very simple. I think it needs to be practical. It needs to make sense, but it doesn't need to answer 1,000 questions. And I personally get annoyed when I plan stuff with my friends, and it's like all of a sudden, especially if it's a larger group, 100 questions, everyone has their opinion, and then it becomes this complex thing where I'm like, dude, I just want to hang out.
But don't you think people will still
They're not my friends. I don't want
use their phones to answer those 100 questions?
No, I don't want to hang out with those people. If you're that guy,
Then the lamp is not
you're
for
not
you.
in my lamp network. Sorry.
All right.
If you're the person who makes things
Yeah.
complicated, I think it's to simplify things. That's the whole idea,
Yeah.
Simplify things, send a simple message. It could be fun, it could be interactive. It doesn't have to be taken 100% serious. It could be, a fun gift idea you give someone, your girlfriend, your best friend, your bowling team mates. I don't know, bowling teammates. I don't know where that came from.
Bowling teammates. All right.
I've never been in a bowling team, and I don't even bowl.
I don't know if I believe
So I don't know where
that.
that came from. But your ski club friends, I don't know, your bike friends that you go biking with on Sunday morning, your poker group.
Okay, I have another.
Poker group.
All right, there's a lot of groups that
Yes.
can benefit from
Yes.
this, but I have another follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's exactly on this point. Let's say you have a lamp. You have some friends who you go bowling with.
Yeah.
You have some friends
I'm
where
the
you
bowler.
go play poker with.
Mhm.
You have some friends where you go skiing with.
Right.
All right. So you have different friend groups.
Yeah.
They all have this lamp. Like your whole network has this lamp. Then at some point you want to go bowling, but actually you only want to go bowling with your bowling friends. Your ski friends and your poker friends don't care about the bowling, so they don't want to get notified on that.
Right.
How do you do it? Like in the lamp, it's a setting or what? It's a different lamp.
It could be.
But then you at home, you would have 3 different lamps. One would be
How
bowling,
many-
one would be
Yes. How many lamps do we have? Do you have in your room right now?
3.
Exactly.
So that's the bowling one. That's the poker one.
Whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it doesn't
It should
have
be in the
to
same
be.
lamp,
Yeah,
right?
it could be the same lamp at the end of the day. I mean, if we want to market this, and then you obviously have a lamp for each occasion. You have your work buddy lamp, and maybe it's a cool desk lamp you would put on your desk, and then you have your more like my living room lamp, my next to my bed lamp. The
Yeah,
activities you do in your bedroom lamp.
Maybe indeed. Maybe it can be linked to the.
Did you get that one, by the way? The
no.
activities you do in your bedroom lamp.
Right.
All right.
Back to the.
But
bed.
yeah, so it could be,
Maybe it can also be shaped. You have one that's shaped as a bowling ball.
Yeah.
You have one that's shaped
It's
as a.
Maybe that's why this kind of looks like a
Yeah,
bowling
maybe
ball.
that's why.
Yeah.
Let's say you love playing tennis.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a tennis racket shaped lamp, and then you get it with your tennis group.
That's a good idea. Or a beer mug or beer can lamp with your beer buddies.
Yeah.
Let's go down to the pub and get a pint lamp.
A pint. Yeah.
So yeah, I think again, just to sum it up a little bit, the main idea is you're sitting at home or you at your office or you're doing something, you are bored, you don't want to grab your phone, you don't want to send a group text or message to a group of people. You just do a simple thing and you turn on your lamp. Maybe you select a button because whatever you want to do, and you turn it on and then you chill. You continue with what you're doing. You go make yourself a cup of tea or something like that, and you see what happens. Let it unfold.
Yeah. No, I think it should be kept as easy as possible, because indeed it's like you mentioned, you don't want to put in 100 details and so on. So maybe those icons are pretty nice. One more follow-up question.
Yes,
sorry.
please.
What I thought of, should the lamp speak?
Whoa.
Because, back in the days, you used to have those walkie-talkies, right?
Right.
It was always fun to keep in touch with, for sure, close neighbors and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
on via the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of having 10 different icons or something, you can record a message in the lamp and then it can play off at the other lamps that you selected. I don't know.
Right, so you see that I turned on my lamp, so you send a voice message to me and say, hey, I saw you turn on the lamp, are you bored, what's up, you want to hang out in an hour?
For example.
I'll coming over, something like that.
Yeah. But then maybe it links to
Yeah,
calling
and then I'm like,
someone.
oh yeah, just call me, dude.
Yeah,
I need
it's
to do
true.
back and forth, and then oh shit, did
Because
it
then
record?
you're on the toilet and
Did
then...
you get the recording I
Yeah.
left? Oh shit.
No,
Dude,
it's true.
sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe that's the 2.0 version
Yeah.
of the lamp.
I think initially maybe the icons or something is
Maybe,
the
I
way to
mean,
go.
it could be cool though, like when, you turn on your lamp and then there's a voice notification that announces that the lamp turned on. What if you're in another room or something like that? Maybe you can have a voice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like a little, or
Yeah. No, I think it's a cool concept. I think if you market it in the right way, it could maybe even become like a trendy thing, or like you say, like a very original gift for your close friends.
Yeah.
So I could see that it works and that it maybe reconnects the people a bit without using the phone.
Yeah.
So
I think this whole connection thing, where it's the more, I don't know what the right word is, organic way of connecting with people, I think is missing nowadays. People don't even knock on doors anymore. I mean, it's the opposite. When someone knocks on your door, you're like, oh shit, let's turn off the lights and pretend we're not home.
And here we're turning the lights
We're
on.
turning on the lights. We're letting know people we're home and we want to do something.
Making the world more bright.
It could be
Lamp by
genius.
lamp. It could be genius.
Yes.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.